Well, protesters gathered at the Forest Hills Central office tonight, and that's after the board voted to cancel Turpin High School's Diversity Day for the second time.
Board members say Diversity Day was originally postponed due to a logistical concern with the permission slips. New permission slips were sent out and a new date was set for May 18th. But Sunday night, the board banned it from happening during school hours and also banned the use of school resources for it.
That's right. And reporter Taylor Nimmo spoke with students, parents, and board members tonight.
4 board members voted not to allow the event to happen during school hours, but board member Leslie Rasmussen decided not to vote, and she says she believes her fellow board members are lying about why they canceled Diversity Day. Tonight I asked her to clarify why she believes this.
It's not my opinion. It is a fact that they did lie. The reason provided to the community for the cancellation of Diversity Day was about process, in the sense that parents did not have enough information. So the administrative office corrected that, we rescheduled it, and then you saw what happened last night.
Why she believes they canceled it?
They gave their reasons yesterday. They said it's full of CRT and social justice, and that's it. They have made this political.
Students and parents surrounded Central office ahead of tonight's board meeting.
What do we want? Diversity Day! When do we want it? May 18th!
Some students are frustrated.
I don't think that this decision was made with any regard for what the student body wants. I just don't think that they took us into account at all when they made their decision.
After the meeting, I asked board member Katie Stewart why she voted against it.
My issue was just that I wanted it to be at both Turpin and Anderson.
Would you reconsider your decision at all?
I would reconsider letting it continue at Turpin alone if that's the will of the population and the students that go there. I just was wanting to include both schools and try and make it a community event.
Leslie Rasmussen says she'll continue to push for Diversity Day to continue.
It's easy. It's easy because I believe in it, and I believe that in doing the right thing. And diversity is not a dirty word.
I want to make sure that the school board knows that whether or not they're able to reschedule it this year, that every year that they don't reschedule it, I think people are still going to be unhappy.
I did reach out to all of the board members individually. However, I did not hear back from the other 3 board members. Reporting from Anderson, Taylor Nimmo, WCPO 9 News.
Looking ahead, President Joe Biden is coming to Cincinnati on Friday. He will meet with manufacturing leaders and discuss legislation aimed at creating incentives for technology. The White House has not released the location or time. Once we have that, we'll let you know.
New at 11, the first numbers are in for primary election early voting. And across Ohio, more than 263,000 ballots have been cast through early, in-person, absentee, and by mail. More votes will be cast now, of course, in just a matter of hours. Reporter Jake Ryle breaks down which candidates you will see and not see on the ballot.
Because of the redistricting process not being finalized, another primary is going to have to take place before the general election. And officials we spoke with say they're worried that could lead to confusion at the ballot box.
That primary will be for Ohio State House and Senate races. Those districts are still being contested. It's likely that primary will now be held in August. There's still a fight over Ohio congressional maps, but that primary is moving ahead. Ohio is changing its congressional districts after the census.
Voters, they may have been switched into a different congressional district. The 2nd congressional is no longer in Hamilton County. We're comprised of the 1st congressional and the 8th.
But Sherry Poland with the Hamilton County Board of Elections says you can check what's on the ballot before you go to the polls.
I would recommend voters go onto our website, votehamiltoncountyohio.gov, and pull up their sample ballot. They can see exactly what contests will appear on their ballot.
Poland calls it unprecedented.
I've been here for 18 years, and at the time I've been here, we've never had a countywide election on an August election date before.
Yeah, it's going to be really confusing for a lot of people.
Ryan Salzman is an associate professor of political science at Northern Kentucky University.
And then when somebody tells you in a matter of weeks or months, oh yeah, by the way, there's going to be another election, that is going to be confusing.
Officials say voter turnout is already low for August special elections. His concern, the low turnout could shape what voters will see on the November ballot.
That in and of itself can be very concerning, because then when people show up to vote in the general election, they say, What? Wait, who chose this person? Where did they come from?
And if you requested a mail-in ballot, in order for it to be counted, you must drop it off to your local Board of Elections office by Tuesday at 7:30 in the evening. Jake Ryle, WCPO 9 News.
Well, tomorrow, Ohio polling places will be open from 6:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Indiana polling will run from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Kentucky's primary, by the way, will be held on May 17th.
Activists are suing Ohio lawmakers to keep a marijuana legalization effort on track. The Coalition to Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol filed the lawsuit, believing state lawmakers will dispute whether the issue can appear on the November ballot. The group turned in their petitions in December, but had to get additional signatures after some were deemed insufficient. They resubmitted the petition with updated signatures in mid-January, but legislative staffers say that was past the state deadline.
Westchester police are looking for the man who they say robbed an addiction treatment clinic at gunpoint. This happened right around 6 a.m. at Community Medical Services on Crescentville Road. Police say a man came in with a handgun, demanded a bottle of methadone, which the clinic uses for treatment, and customers told police he left in a tan van or a truck.
Today, the new superintendent for Cincinnati Public Schools wrapped up her first day on the job.
Ironetta Wright comes to CPS from Detroit, and she visited 4 schools today, including Taft High School.
She's already meeting with students and teachers ahead of internal listening and learning sessions, as they're dubbed. In her first 100 days, Wright wants to provide a roadmap to the transition with 4 phases: engage, explore, evaluate, and equip. You can find her full plan with this story on WCPO.com. Murder allegedly put to a vote by a family. Prosecutors revealed new twists in the Pike County massacre.
Plus, protecting and profiting from your savings. John Banderise explains which investment is looking even better tonight.
Tonight, new twists in the Pike County massacre case. Prosecutors describe abuse, threats, a fake drug deal, and a family vote.
It all comes as the first trial could start in 3 months. Evan Millward has covered this case since the day the 8 murders happened and breaks down the dramatic new details.
The oldest Wagner son, accused with his parents and brother of killing 8 members of the Roden and Gilley families in Pike County in 2016, is in court to fight against a list of so-called other acts evidence.
How are these relevant to the crimes for which Mr. Wagner has been indicted?
But prosecutors say it was a family criminal enterprise.
This is very much a family affair. All for one, one for all.
His brother Jake had a daughter with Hannah Roden. The daughter's custody is at the center of the massacre, investigators say. Monday, we learned the state plans to lay out past abuse and threats against Jake's ex-wife and another girlfriend. And that the family taught each other how to steal gas and other things, made plans to break out of jail if not all of them got arrested, threatened investigators and possible witnesses. And it all started by planning an ambush, a fake drug deal targeting Chris Roden Sr. to get into the Roden property on April 21st, 2016.
Are you suggesting that then the arrival at the premises there on the evening of the death was expected?
Chris Sr. expected to see Billy Wagner that night. He did not know that Jake and George were present because they were hidden.
Prosecutors say the 8 killings followed, and Jake has admitted to at least 5 of those murders. But George's defense team points out Monday wasn't really about him.
What did George do? What was George's involvement in participating in an enterprise? That we didn't hear in much detail today.
The key may be his mom, Angela, who took a plea deal admitting to conspiracy, burglary, tampering with evidence, and other charges. She says the family took a vote to commit murder.
She speaks vividly of recalling speaking to Jake and George and asking if they were sure that they wanted to go through with this, to which they both said yes.
George Wagner IV is scheduled for trial in Waverly in August. I'm Evan Millward, WCPO 9 News.
And you can count on us having that completely covered for you. A warning if you use Google Chrome, by the way. Hackers attacked the browser, and Google says billions of people may have been impacted by this. Google will release an update within the next few days to fix the bugs. It's unclear whether anyone's security was actually put at risk here. Chrome users can manually update their browsers, by the way, through the settings feature, but the browsers, again, will automatically update this week.
The stock market was up slightly on Monday, but for investors, that did not make up for the incredible losses the past few weeks. So are you looking for a safer place to park your money with a better return? Consumer reporter John Matarese has good news so you don't waste your money.
With the stock market down this year, suddenly savings bonds are looking better than ever. And a savings bond I first talked about a couple of weeks ago is now even better than it was. The predictions turned out to be true. The U.S. government's Series I savings bonds will pay over 9% for the next 6 months, specifically 9.62%. These formerly unloved bonds are soaring in popularity this year because they're indexed for inflation. You can put up to $10,000 in them per person, but unfortunately, you cannot buy them through an IRA or 401k account. They do come with a few catches. 1, you can't cash them before 1 year is up. 2, if you sell before 5 years, you lose 2 months' interest. And 3, if inflation drops to 3% later this year, your bond will readjust down to 3 or 4%. But you'll still have earned 6% for the year, which is not bad. Sure, if inflation falls to 3% next year, you'll get only 3%. But right now, I-bonds are about the best paying investment in town, and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese, WCPO 9 News.
All right, here's a fun story. Community members chimed in for the Blue Ash Name a Snowplow contest.
Oh yeah, right? So the winning name is, prepare yourself for this, Control, Salt, Delete. That's the name. In the final round of voting, that name beat out 4 other submissions: Scoop Dog, Joe Burrow, General Plow Chicken, and Bob.
Bob. I like Bob.
Bob. I would have voted for Bob.
Yeah, I would have gone with Bob.
But there we go.
Sure.
Control, Salt,
Delete.
Delete.
That's
General
creative.
Plow Chicken's pretty good, though. That's pretty clever to me. That's not bad.
All right. Well, you need no snow plows for tomorrow's weather, but
yeah, need an umbrella.
Yeah,
you know, and the
sure.
other thing is, it's just awareness because we may run into some severe weather for tomorrow. So let's hit the ground running. Show you what's up here in our 9 first warning weather. It is a 9 first warning weather alert day. So just to recap, here's how your day planner looks first thing in the morning. We'll see a chance of showers very early. By the time most folks are getting out the door, we're looking at thunderstorms and rain in the area, and then more thunderstorms as we head through the morning. It is going to be ugly. Make sure you get out there first thing in some extra time because you're going to need it tomorrow. Here's what's setting up. We've got this warm front that sweeps over us, gives us rain and storms in the morning. Then the cold front comes in later in the afternoon. In between could be a break, and how much of a break we get will determine if we see any severe weather into the afternoon. It's still a chance that we could not see it, but right now, given all of the parameters, it looks to be on the more likely side. Here's where we stand at the moment, 63 degrees and generally just some clouds around, although our scan picking up some rain all the way out in that beam, but considering it's shooting from Claremont County, it's probably shooting up into the sky a little bit, and that rain's not there just yet. Now, as we look at it, we've got a Storm Prediction Center assessment of a slight risk, and I'm always quick to say slight is not necessarily the real term we would use. Generally, when we're under this